28th. I'm coming to you live with the FAMU hoodie on because it's FAMU homecoming. Shout out to FAMU. Shout out to the March 100. Shout out to KKSI. Shout out to the Piccolo section, the best Piccolo section there is. So I wanted to kind of do a quick one because I'm actually packing up, and I'll let y'all know where I'm going because I'm going on a trip. I'm about to get flown out, you know what I'm saying? Fly myself out, but I kind of want to do just a quick one today, and I want to typically do my favorites. So this one here is going to be my top favorite, my 5 top favorite of October. So I'm gonna try to do my favorites at the end of the month, just in case I get a plant and it ends up in my favorite. But yeah, so this is gonna be my top 5 here. And I'll tell you a little bit about it. I'll tell you kind of how I got it set up. I'll tell you why it's my favorite and stuff like that. So yeah, these are in no particular order. I just like the plant for what it is. It doesn't necessarily have to be expensive. It doesn't necessarily have to be rare. It doesn't necessarily have to be, the typical whatever. I don't care what other people like. I like what I like because my money buys what I like. You know what I mean? So, I'll just go ahead and I'll start off. So, one of the first ones, I'm trying to think which one I want to use first. Okay, so I got it. So one of the first ones that's in my favorite is my Philodendron Patricia, and this thing is so huge. Let me back up and show you. So this is her. I have her on this D-shaped moss pole, and then I got this moss here, which is in here from New Zealand. The reason that I like this moss here, it has good form to it. It shaped pretty well. It's very clean. You can use it again. All you have to do is just kind of like sterilize it. You can, clean it in warm water. You can boil it and stuff like that. But I like it just because of how easy it is, and I like how it looks in this pole or whatnot. And then I have it in what plant people call parfait. So if you know how parfait is built, yogurt and strawberries and whatever other stuff you put on there, nuts, blueberries, and all the stuff like that. Plant people have a parfait too. So I have leca down here, which I'll kind of talk a little bit about. It's pretty much like clay balls. What happens is it's like little clay balls. You put it at the bottom, or you use it overall, however you want to in the plant. So it could be a plant medium. And the reason people use it is because you could put a reservoir of water at the bottom, and the water will pretty much seep up, which gives the plant a chance to actually be in the water, in the air. So it really helps it if you are like an overwater person, or it helps with like the roots not dying and things like that or whatnot. So the plant really adapts pretty well. So I like leca. And then there's, looks like perlite, which are like clay, volcanic ash or whatnot. So it's pretty cool there. It soaks up water. It also keeps it aerated, which is what the roots want as well, because you don't want to drown your roots, right? And then there is more moss here, and probably like some cocoa chips, as I kind of see here. Look like some little cocoa chips there, right? So it likes it obviously because it keeps growing. When I first got this plant, I believe it was this leaf here, this leaf, and I believe I had another leaf, but it died off. So the rest of these leaves here are a product of my care and my treatment and things like that. I usually, when I water this, I usually water this with fertilizer, and I'll do a video on fertilizer that I use maybe next month or whatnot. But I fertilize every time I use. The reason that I do that is because out of nature, plants always have dead leaves that fall, or worm casting and stuff like that, or animal feces or human feces. So plants are always fertilized, so that's my idea. So if I keep fertilizing, obviously I'm gonna keep getting real good leaves. And I like strappy leaves, so if you think kind of like a tie, how elongated it is, that's what made me very interested in this plant here. And I absolutely love that, you know, it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger, right? One day I may chop it up, but for right now, I'm just pretty much enjoying it. And this is its newest leaf, and I love how it looks. I love like the little ribbon, like you can see how that rib is there. I like how long it is. I just like how the plant looks, you know, when you like see it like this right here. Everything about it attracts me to it. So this is my first one. I got this from Ecuador. I don't know if I said that, in Orlando, Florida. And it only, like I said, it only had like these 2 leaves and one of them died off. But since then, I mean, it's been really good. The area roots, if you can kind of see, are in the moss, so it kind of helps out a little bit. And if you can see on the back side, I know that light is there, but those are roots right there. So plants get bigger when they have something to sustain them. I'm from Orlando, Florida, so I've seen like Monsteras on trees or pothos be like really, really huge. I wasn't a plant person at that time, so I didn't really know too much about it. But right now, you know, this is like my favorite and my number one. So a question that was asked of me is, how did I get into plants? So I'm gonna answer that one as well. So when I got out of the military, 2019, I believe it was, I went straight to Miami because I was going to FIU online. Shout out to FIU, that is my alumni school, or I am alumnus. Y'all know what I mean. So I went there because I was going there online for psychology, and I graduated with my interdisciplinary studies major and then a minor in psychology. So I wanted to go to the school for my master's program. So I moved down there because I know I only had 1 more semester, but then COVID hit. So we both was like, no, I'm straight. So I started going to school online, but I'll talk about that one later. So my second one, and this one here is the philodendron. So I'm gonna try to go to different species of plants and not just the same one. So my second one is gonna be my Alocasia black velvet. I absolutely love this Alocasia here. I mean, look at it, look like kind of like a turtle shell almost. It's very velvety. If you like velvet type plants, this is a really good one to have. Ever since I got it, it's just been growing very, very well for me. And then I have it in that leca like I was talking about earlier, right? So all of this is just leca. I put the plant in there, and then there is some moss there. The reason that the moss is there is, so if you can see that there are roots right here that are going into the moss. Roots really like moss. So it just made it easier to make this kind of, I would say kind of like a parfait or whatnot. And then the roots here is, you know, as plant people call this like root porn. I think that's so funny. And then it also propagates by creating bulbs. So I think that that's pretty cool right there. So that can grow into another one of these plants. But okay, so why do I like this plant here? Velvety to the touch. I like how big the leaves are. If you can see on the back side, it has like reddish to it, and then it has those different veins. Very, very gorgeous to me. I like how big the leaves are. I like that it looks like a turtle shell, which I absolutely love. Usually alocasias can only hold on to about 2 or 3 leaves, but I guess I have it in such a place that it can be supported. And like I said, I fertilize all the time. So I think it has enough fertilization to be able to grow different leaves and stuff like that. And it doesn't have to let a leaf die in order for a leaf to grow. So I absolutely love this Alocasia black velvet. I love everything about it or whatnot. So yeah, that is my number 2 favorite of October. Yeah, this is my baby right here. I'll let y'all know. So, another question that, did I finish off that first question? Yeah, so I got to San Diego. I got to Miami, and I had my apartment, and I wanted to kind of like decorate it. So of course I got some plants and stuff like that. And then I was really loving how I was taking care of my plants and stuff like that. So it was really nice. Like people would come over and they would see like the different plants and they were like, oh, these are nice, you know, so like I was like decorating and stuff like that. But when I got to Atlanta, I had a friend named Jennifer. Absolutely loved Jennifer. So she was into plants as well, and then she was into, I believe, a little bit more rare plants or whatnot. So that's where my fascination of like the different genus, and you know, she put me up on game, and then I put her up on certain things, and I started watching plant YouTube and stuff like that. So then I just started buying a shit ton of plants or whatnot. So that's what really got me into it. I went down, you know, once I got to Miami and wanted to decorate, and then I learned that there was a whole nother level of it to it. So I just went to the other level and stuff like that. So yeah, that's why I have all these damn plants. But my third plant I want to do is, I'll do this one right here. So this is my big girl right here. So this here is a Philodendron Rubricinctum. Some time ago, it used to be called the El Choco Red. Why did they change the name? I'm not particularly sure. But when I bought it, it was the El Choco Red. And I put my plants in leca all the time. So this is leca right here, and then this is moss. I'm trying to come back. I know that light is on there, but this here is that moss or whatnot. So I also have it on a moss pole. So this is a metal, chicken fence or whatnot. So I just put moss in it. I put the plant against it so it can feel like it's climbing, which is gonna be pretty good. So now all the leaves will come out forward this way right here. And yeah, I absolutely love it. So, and then you can see that there is a new leaf forming right there, which is absolutely gorgeous. So, I got this from Eco General maybe about 6 months ago. It had about 4 leaves, if I'm not mistaken. So this one back here, right here, this one here, here, and here. So the rest of the leaves, 1, 2, 3, 4 have come from my Karen, and I absolutely love this plant. So why do I love this plant here? I just love how big it is, honestly. I like how big the leaves are. I like those ribs, like this right here, like that is absolutely dope. You know what I mean? I like the shape of it and whatnot. It looks pretty much like a heart leaf, right? Or you know, the heart that we draw, right? So it has that little shape there, so it looks like a little heart. I like how thick it is or whatnot. Like it's not like paper or whatnot. I'm sure you probably can like rip it or whatnot, but I like how thick it is or whatnot. It brings me a lot of joy. When it comes out, it has this red sheath right here, and I absolutely like love that as well. Yeah, so it takes up a lot of space. So I usually have it here on my desk that I do my homework at, and it's beautiful just to look at and just kind of like touch or whatnot. So yeah, this is number 3. I absolutely love it. You can see all the roots are moving everywhere. Absolutely love this thing here, and it's my baby here. Put her back. So that there is number 3. So moving right along, I'm gonna do my 4th one, which is my Negro Laminum, which is also called the Gigi. I also bought this from Eco General. I love buying plants from Eco General. I think that they have. So I'm not sure what just happened, but so once again, this is my Negro Laminum Anthurium. So the nickname for this one is Gigi, which kind of interests me in it because I just think that that's so funny. But this is its newest leaf here. I got this again from Ecuador. I think I was saying that I like Ecuador. I've never shipped in any plants, but I do go down to Orlando a few times because of course I'm from there. And they've been up here maybe 3 times in the last like 6-7 months or whatnot. So I'll just go to the show because if you go there, they already have some that have accumulated, or what's the word I'm looking for? Accumulated. I go with that. Accumulated to being shipped and stuff like that. And in Orlando, they have like a facility there, which is pretty dope. And I don't have to worry about it being stressed out or anything like that, because plants, of course, do get stressed out. So yeah, I mean, I've seen other people with plants with this plant right here, and I'll move over to the side, and then I'll put a more mature leaf there, which is absolutely amazing. So I see the potential in this plant here, and then it was very inexpensive. I think I bought it for about 60 bucks. Yeah, so I have it down here, it's about 60 bucks. And then this is its newest leaf, which is absolutely amazing. You can see how shiny it is, and then you see that little red vein down the middle, which is absolutely gorgeous as well. I just love the potential of this plant here. And I'm learning to get into anthuriums. I think I've had anthuriums about 6 months now, maybe 6 to 7 months. So I'm learning how to deal with these here. I know they used to have them like in your local like grocery store and stuff like that, but I've never had any of those anthuriums. Not that I wouldn't, it just didn't interest me. I didn't really care for how they look, but this one here, absolutely love. The first leaf that came out for me was this little kind of like ugly leaf here. I haven't taken it off yet because it still got some green to it, so it still is photosynthesizing and is giving life still, so I'm not going to take it off just yet. But I mean, it is absolutely hideous, but this is another product of it, so I'm gonna keep this one until this one dies off, which is kind of shriveling up. But I absolutely love this Gigi, Anthurium Gigi. It is gorgeous. It's almost bigger than my head. I believe these definitely do or will get bigger than my head, which is so dope. So right now I have it in my IKEA cabinet, and I'll give you guys a tour of that one maybe next month, maybe the month after that, I'm not sure. But yeah, so Anthurium Gigi. So I guess, let me see. So what am I doing now right now? I am a substance abuse counselor at a women's facility. I am going to school right now for marriage and family therapy. I'm in my master's program, which is like sucking up all my life. I would probably have more plants, but schoolwork all the time or whatnot. So I got a paper usually every week. I got 12. It's a 12-week course. I got a pretty much a 5 to 7 page paper every week or whatnot, and I'm taking like 2 or 3 classes at a time. I'll be starting an internship in January, so okay, and that should be number 4, right? So my last one, and I was looking at this plant for such a long time, and this one is kind of expensive, so I wasn't just gonna funnel out that cash or whatnot, break that bank. But it took me a little minute because I wanted to be kind of ready for it. I want to kind of have the right setup for it and everything like that, so I can make sure that I have what it needs so it doesn't die, because it's a very, I won't say very expensive, but I mean, it was pretty expensive. When I got it, it only had about 2 leaves. And right now it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 leaves. So 4 leaves in mine, and in my care. Yeah, and it's so funny because when I bought it from Annie, and I'll put her page up here just in case you want to buy some stuff for her. she's really good at growing these plants out and stuff like that, and she has pretty good price, very good prices actually. So when she was selling it, she gave it a name. Oh man, what's the girl's name? It's gonna kill me. What is her name? Okay, so I had to go and find it, but it's Lisa Bonet, right? And I absolutely love Lisa Bonet. I'm an 80s baby, you know what I'm talking about? So I thought that was pretty funny. I thought that was really nice, you know. So I bought Lisa Bonet. She had 2 leaves. I'll show you some pictures if I can up here. It should be like several different pictures or whatnot. But I got Lisa Bonet some time ago, and I put her in a parfait and put her on a moss pole because she is a Monstera, and you know, they grow better that way. So I'm gonna go and grab her real quick. I'm gonna grab Lisa for y'all. So this here is Lisa. She is a Monstera albo. She is pretty much a variegated Monstera, and variegation can be anything from yellow, which is Aurea, and white, which is albo. So if somebody said that is variegated, it can be yellow. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but this is Lisa Bonet. She's a variegated albo. Like I said, they come in different, not this plant here, but plants come in different variegations, so it's pretty dope. The reason that I like this, I mean, honestly, like, look at this plant. Like, let me step back. That is absolutely gorgeous. Like, look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous. So, like I said, I bought this, had 2 leaves. I put it in leca. Leca is always the go-to. And then I put it in moss. As you can see, there are a lot of roots in there. And then even on the back side, you see that root there. There's some other new roots. Yeah, this here, yeah, monstrous roots, right? And that helps the plant to feel secure so that it can grow bigger and bigger leaves. So that's what I'm hoping that it does. And it is looking absolutely gorgeous. And I actually see another leaf that's gonna emerge out of here. So that's gonna be sick or whatnot. I absolutely love this plant here. It's probably my #1 plant every time I look at it in my greenhouse, or my greenhouse cabinet, my IKEA greenhouse. I just fall in love all over again. Like, but that is it. That's a wrap for my October favorites. Once again, shout out to FAMU and their homecoming. Yeah, so hopefully y'all stay tuned. Hopefully y'all enjoying these. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. Share it with your friends if you don't mind. And yeah, that's gonna be it from me and Lisa. And as always, love, peace, and plants.